everyone. It is Stephanie Stevens. How are you guys doing tonight? Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. I'm getting amazing responses from you guys, and you guys are actually following me, and I'm getting lots of work from it. So thank you once again for following me on Stephanie Stevens T on YouTube. I got a free upgrade this year from this week from YouTube because my numbers were, so many of you have been watching my shows. Tonight was my night off, and I didn't want to do anything, but I really thought that I had to blog about this. Now, this is not about racism. Some people will think it's about racism. This is not about racism. This is Stephanie Stevens' advice to my African kings and queens, but more to the queens, because there's less men in this profession that I'm going to talk about tonight. Now, as you know, most black women wear wigs or weaves or extensions of some sort of hair enhancement to make themselves feel beautiful, look beautiful, and just overall, just be themselves. The hair gives you an expression to just be who you are. So we've all learned to embrace that in the entertainment field, or just wanting to be fabulous, or you're going out in the town for the night, etc., etc., etc. Well, living in Toronto, I have been, being an impersonator, I have been to many, many, many beauty shops and beauty parlors and beauty supply stores. But like I said, there's very few beauty supply stores and beauty salons in Toronto that represents African people. So I've noticed now I'm going to beauty supply stores and I'm seeing more and more Asian people running establishments that I think should be run by black people. Not that it might seem prejudiced when I say that, but this is the reason I'm saying what I'm saying. It's because I want to go into, when I'm looking for the right hair and the right nails or the right makeup, I need somebody that understands me and that represents me. Now, I am getting that when I go into the beauty supply stores. I'm getting lots and lots of black women that work in the store, but you're working for Asian people, and it's for me, it's offensive that Asian people have actually studied us enough to buy the product, even products that we use, even as children. That is offensive. You might not think that that's offensive, but it is. When you go into a Korean place or an Asian place and they have stuff that your parents used when you were a child and growing up, that to me is offensive. And me coming from America, Number one, it's okay that the Asian people found a niche in the market. I would do the same thing. But I see all these black women, 7, 8, 9 of you, working in this beauty supply store for Asian people for minimum wage or less. That's an issue. Because I'm thinking there's 7 or 8 of you in here. You couldn't have went to the bank and got a loan between the 7 or 8 of you and open up your own beauty supply store or your own hair salon and do just what they're doing and make the money for yourselves? Come on now. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. I can see every time I come into the store. Yes, they let you run the register. Yes, they let you run the register, but trust me, the son and the daughter on the other 2 registers are watching you because I'm watching them watch you. And you thinking they're not watching you, but they are. That is more offensive. Now, 2, I didn't really want to say anything about, because to me it's not a race thing, it's an opportunity. The Asian people found an opportunity and a niche in the market and they capitalize on it. I'm not hating on them for that. I'm hating on you black women working in this salon, knowing where everything is, knowing what every product is, and you can't open up your own beauty supply store. In America, they would open up 10 or 12 of them. They wouldn't be having that. Not that this is a Canadian or American thing. I know you can say it's just because I'm from the States, and even though I live in Canada, I still have dream big or go home. This is not about race. This is about why are you missing the opportunity in this great country here of Canada to make your own way and open your own business. I don't understand it. You came from the islands and you came from other continents to come to Canada to work for someone else. I do not get that. You guys should be teaming up together and opening up your own salon and own beauty supply stores. Listen to me. I walk up and down Yonge Street almost every day on my way to my little gigs that I have now. And things are working out very well. And I see very few places that represent us. No, Popeye's chicken don't represent us. Yes, we love chicken. Yes, we do. And there's several of them on Yonge Street. Church's Chicken, KFC, and lots of places that sell chicken. But black people aren't all about chicken. Now, when I can walk down one of the busiest streets in Canada, in Toronto, the economic engine, and I don't see one hair salon, black hair salon, or one black beauty supply store. Oh, come on now. Come on. And there's lots of black people walking by. Lots of black women needing their hair done and their nails done. And trust me, I don't see one. I do not understand how you're missing that opportunity. It just surprises me. I just don't understand. So I had to bring that up tonight. The beauty supply store I go to, I've known the Asian lady when she only had one store. And I came here 30 years ago. And then she opened up the second store. And she remembers me to this day. And she always says, I remember you when I first had my first store. You used to always come to my store and buy makeup for your shows. So now she has 20 stores. So you mean to tell me 30 years ago when she came here, she had one store? Where do you think she got the money to open up the other 19 stores? From you. And that is what I find rather offensive too, is that your eyes are not open to see that there's an opportunity for you here in this country to get what you want. Yeah, you're probably saying that, yeah, it's easy for me to say. It's like, no. It isn't easy for me to say. I just thought I needed to say it. Because somewhere along the line, with 8 black women working in that beauty supply store place is nice. And it has everything that we want and desire. And it makes us look good and feel good. But for you to have to work in there for minimum wage, how can you afford to pay the high rents in Toronto and work in there and buy those expensive wigs and the really nice stuff that 9 times out of 10 in America would be half the price? It's easy for me to say because I'm always in the States visiting my sister. Listen, those wigs you're paying $35 and $40 and $50 and $60, $70, $80 for, in the States you'd be getting them for $15 and $20. Trust me, I know. Okay? And all those, the bonding glue and all that stuff, and the lashes and the nails. Come on, ladies, come on. Wake up. Wake up and smell the carpet. You deserve your own shops, okay? Stop working for these other people, and you guys get together, team up, and get your own shops. Seriously, seriously. And for some of you fellows out there that do hair too, okay? Now, like I said, I'm not hating on the lady that opened up the shop because good for her. Good for her that she took advantage of the market. But you working every day, you should see how many people come into this place every day. They're making big money. That should say to you, why don't I talk to the other ladies and we get together and open up our own shop? That's what you guys need to do. I do not understand it. When you know all the products, you know what works, you know everything about the weaves, the wigs, the makeup, and you can't open up your own hair salons. Now, come on. Now, that was what I noticed. Being in this country, all the shops are in the West End or way out in the East End. You might find 1 or 2, but for there to be none on Yonge Street, the busiest street in the city, to make money. I know the rents are high. I know the rents are high, but if 5 or 6 of y'all get together, y'all can manage that and be making serious money. Come on. Come on, ladies. Get it together. Y'all like my hair tonight? I just threw it together because I had to just sort of give you my advice. I know you're probably saying, I'm just a man in a wig. Yes, I'm a man in a wig that buys wigs. Okay? Did you hear the end part? I buy wigs. Makeup. Olive oil spray. Coconut oil. I buy all of that. Weaving hair. I buy those things, ladies. Now, so I just wanted to rant about that. And maybe you should talk amongst yourselves, go to the bank and see if you can get a loan so that way you can see if you guys can take the money you guys can get approved for, put it all together, work together, and make your own beauty supply store and make your own money. It can be done. It's done all the time. I have lots of friends in Atlanta that own hair salons and they're all black. If they can do it, you can do it. I'm working now to get my own show. If I can do it, you can do it. Don't come to Canada and be working for minimum wage, leaving from where you were doing better than when you came from where you were. You were doing better back there. And now you're in Canada and you're working for somebody else and doing worse? I don't think so. You cannot be here working for minimum wage and see this great opportunity. This country is great. Even though I'm an American, it's been pretty good to me. So if it's been good to me, it can be very good to you as well. So you need to stop sitting on your asses and stop overthinking it. Go to the bank, get a loan, open up your own shops, get the nails going, get that hair going. Because I see you ladies and you look amazing. I always say you're dressed up in their shop. But you won't dress up in your own shops. I don't understand that. But anyway, that's my advice to my wonderful African queens and kings. Get your own shops, your own beauty shops, your own beauty supply stores. You can do it. I'm not knocking anybody, and I'm not a know-it-all. I just see it. I'm spending my money in an Asian store to make them rich and give you a very small paycheck. Now, don't you think if you opened up a store just like what they had, I'd be visiting you all the time, and guess what? You'd be rich, and they'd be working for you. Okay? But anyway, I've rambled on enough about that. So thank you, ladies, so much for listening to me. And just so you know, the stores that I go to them all. I'm not going to pick out one particular store because I don't want any trouble from them saying, well, you picked out our store and you didn't pick out this store. I'm not naming any stores. I'm just saying that there are no beauty supply stores or black hair stores on Yonge Street, one of the busiest streets in Toronto, that I can go and pick up my hair for my shows, my makeup for my shows, and any of the supplies that I need for my shows, or the stuff that I use naturally, like olive oil, coconut oil, ambi cream, things that just stuff that we use every day. Castile soap, all these things that you can't find in normal stores, you can find at your local beauty supply store, because if your beauty supply store was run by you, you know exactly what we are looking for. So, on that note, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great week. Now, where are the hair shows? I don't see the hair shows anymore either. There's so many hair shows in Atlanta and Chicago and all that. I don't see none of that excitement here in Toronto. That's what I wanted to say. Where are the black hair shows? You don't see that ever advertised on TV here or any of that. Very strange. The hair battles. That's it. The hair battles. Where are the black hair battles? Oh my God, I miss those things. I used to go to those all the time. This dates me and my sister. Oh, come on, African queens and kings. Get it together. Thank you guys for listening to me. Have a great night on the Stephanie. Thank you for listening to me. And here on the Stephanie Stevens Show. I am on Facebook under Stephanie Stevens, so add me. If you want to join the conversation, something you want to talk about or you want me to talk about, just email me at misstoronto@hotmail.com or Facebook me, Stephanie Stevens, or Twitter at MissToronto2. Okay? Thank you guys so much. Have a great night, everybody. Over and out. It's a Stephanie Stevens Show. It's a Stephanie Stevens Show. It's a Stephanie Stevens Show. It's Stephanie Stevens Show. It's Stephanie Stevens Show. It's a the Stephanie Stevens Show. It's Stephanie Stevens Show. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Have a great week. Bye. My final thoughts. Open up your own salons. And I'll come and buy my hair and wigs and makeup, lip gloss, eyelashes, olive oil spray, coconut oil, ambi cream. Over and out, my queens and kings. Good night. It's a Stephanie Stevens Show. It's a Stephanie Stevens Show. It's a Stephanie The Stephanie Stevens Show. Over and out, everybody. Bye-bye. Good night. Thank you for listening to me, guys. Okay? All right. Bye.